going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another Toy Room unboxing video, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe set. Now, this is a limited edition set, and from what I've been hearing online, it's kind of hard to get your hands on right now, so last time I checked, it is available on Target's website, but if this is something you're interested in, just make sure that you're checking your local stores as well as all of the retailer websites, because I have a feeling this is going to be very sought after and very hard to find in the coming future. But this is a really cool set. Now, like I mentioned, this is the Deluxe Edition, so you could just buy the base game by itself, or you can buy this Deluxe set for $60, and in my opinion, the Deluxe set is the way to go, because there's just so much awesomeness to it. Now, I don't have too much nostalgia for the NES, because I grew up playing the Super Nintendo. Now, I do love the NES. There are a lot of great titles on there, like the original Mario Brothers, like Mario Brothers 3, obviously the original Legend of Zelda, the original Metroid, Excitebike, just so many great games on that console, and this is just such a cool set and such a love letter to everybody who loves the NES, or just cool collector's editions like I do. Now, this packaging here is very awesome, very nice. So all this purple around here is done in a nice like metallic purple finish, as well as the NES edition and the trophy here. It's all done in this shiny reflective gold, and they are like embossed in here. This is actually kind of like a 3D thing that you can actually feel with your hand, which is really cool. And then of course you have different images of all the different characters. So you have the ice climbers, you have the characters from Balloon Fight, Mario, you have Link from Legend of Zelda 2, you got Luigi, you have Kid Icarus, you have Mario 3 with the raccoon power-up, you have Mario with the hammer, you got Kirby, you got Samus, Link from obviously the original Legend of Zelda, and Excitebike right there. So just really awesome on the front, and that continues all the way around. So you do have that NES like power set box kind of theme to it here, with the blacks and the dark blues and purples, almost like an outer space look. And you do have the Nintendo World Championship NES edition with that gold foil on the print right there, which is just awesome. And coming to this side, you get the exact same thing. On the top you get Nintendo, and then on the bottom just your legal stuff and how many players can play the game. But then on the back you just have a lot of stuff to really look at and to dive into. So we're going to adjust the camera a little bit and go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more, so you can see just a ton of stuff. Test your skills against the world, and you have kind of like a demonstration of how to actually play the game and a challenge that you have to overcome, and then more of those icons of the different iconic characters. Now you have 150 plus challenges from 13 different NES games, and it just displays some of the modes and features here, and it's done in that Nintendo Power font. So that is just another nice Easter egg, nice little touch here. And then right down here you can see the contents of the box, which obviously we're going to take a look at in a second. And just because we zoomed in, let's go ahead and get a better look at the front of the box as well. Just a nice closer look. Man, this is going to be such a great display item, and that's the main reason I got it. Like, the game itself I didn't really care too much about, but when you present it to me in this amazing like packaging with all these goodies and just all the attention to detail in here, that's the kind of stuff that I'm a sucker for. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the packaging. So let's go ahead and get all the contents out of the packaging and take a closer look at everything that comes inside. Alright, you guys, so here are all of the contents that come inside. So we're just going to start getting into it, and I feel like this is going to be the most boring thing out of them all, so I'll move everything else out of the way so that we can get a closer look at this. And this is obviously your standard display case, your standard, you know, Switch game case that you're going to get with the regular edition, which still has very nice artwork. I just love the artwork that they chose for this. It looks amazing. It's the same artwork that was on the front of the box, obviously, but it's in your standard Switch case. Same with the back artwork as well, and that is what the spine looks like. If we could focus, there we go. So yeah, nothing too special, but we'll go ahead and bring in the knife and slice that plastic and cut this open. Oh man, this just feels so premium and so crispy. I don't know, even like the shrink wrap just feels different than your normal Switch game. I'm sure it's not, but just this whole package and presentation is just amazing. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Okay, so here is the inside, and this looks like some of the icons for maybe some of the different achievements that you would get in the game. So I do like that. I always appreciate getting that kind of reversible cover to give you something to look at rather than just like a white background here. So I do appreciate that. I do wish we would have got some sort of special paperwork or something in this slot here. I just don't understand why Switch cases have this built in, but nobody ever takes advantage. So just give us something. Rarely games ever take advantage of that right there. And then here is the cartridge itself. So basically the same logo that's all over the box on the side of the box. Really nice, and you do have that kind of gradient effect right down there. So yeah, really cool. Like I said, nothing too crazy, but I just love the way this looks. The whole presentation is just amazing. Where should we go next? I guess we'll just take a look at this. This is actually a stand, and it is really nice. It is just like a clear acrylic stand. I can't tell. It's like a really thick acrylic, but nothing to it. It's just clear, but it does have Nintendo kind of engraved right there, and you can actually feel it, which is really nice. So that is that, and the whole point of the stand is actually to house this cartridge right here. So this is a fake cartridge. Before we take a look at the cartridge, I actually do want to take a look at this dust cover here. I forgot to bring my original NES dust cover that I have back home with me to my review station, so I'm gonna have to insert a clip here of comparing the two, but this definitely does not feel like an original dust cover. This almost feels like, actually, wow, okay, yeah, so looking at the inside, it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but this is just straight up cardboard, where the original ones were like a plastic with almost like a fake leather finish to them. This is literally just straight up cardboard, and I could probably rip it if I wanted to, not that I'm going to, but the look is all there. You do kind of have that fake leather look on there as well, the metallic Nintendo thing. So even though this is just like a cheap piece of, I don't want to call it cheap because it feels fine, but just knowing that it's actually cardboard does make it feel a little cheap. But it is, you know, it looks nice and it gets the job done, and that's what's important. So alright you guys, so on the left we have the original dust cover, on the right we have the new one. So you can see they look almost identical, but this red one is done in a like more metallic red, which this one's done in more of just a standard red. It's not really shiny or anything, and it has almost more of like an orange hue to it, at least on camera. And obviously the difference is in the material, where this new one here is made out of cardboard, and let me just put that down, and this old original one is made out of almost like a vinyl plastic, it feels like. So yeah, other than that, they look pretty identical. The difference is just really the materials and a little bit of the colors on them. As you can see, the color difference on there, but they do look identical, and if you didn't have them next to each other, you can probably like fool somebody into thinking this was an original dust cover, but clearly it's not. Anyways, moving on from that, we'll bring in the actual cartridge here. Now this is not a working cartridge by any means. This is like just a fake empty cartridge, but look at that. That looks amazing. Man, you got that classic gold finish that you found on games like obviously The Legend of Zelda, and obviously the original, you know, Nintendo World Championships, which was a very, very exclusive and limited game, and I think there's only something like 12 in existence. Don't quote me on that exact number, but there are not a lot of them in existence. You can see that same logo that we've been seeing this whole time on that very, very nice and shiny gold cartridge. And then on the back, oh look at that, you guys can see me, but also look at all the different icons here from the different games. That's a very nice touch. You got the mushroom, the sword, kind of hard to see, that almost looks like an energy tank. You have I think a balloon, you have bow and arrow, you have a upside down mushroom or like a turnip, you have the podium. Can't really tell what that is. That's definitely a balloon. That looks like maybe a leaf. You have a key, another mushroom, and another Mario power-up that's kind of hard to tell what that is. And you do have the Nintendo logo right down there, so that's a really nice touch. Otherwise, this would have just been a very blank area, so I do like that they added that there. But just very, very cool, and I like that it has this finish on it, so it's not really going to attract fingerprints like this section would here. So I do like that a lot. And then obviously to display it, you're just gonna go, oh, I don't like that sound. It's okay, it was a very squeaky sound, but there you go. That's how it looks when you display it. So very, very nice, very cool. Cannot wait. Oh, I almost missed this detail right up top. You have the Nintendo World Championships NES edition right there on the top. So yeah, it's a very tight fit, and I feel like it's gonna scratch up the acrylic the more you take it on and off, and I already can see some scratching on here, but it's probably not something you're going to be doing all the time. And just so you can see the inside, there's no motherboard or chips or anything in here. It is just, you know, hollow, but it is very nice. So we'll put that on there, put that to the side, and get that out of the way, and take a look at the last couple things. I'm honestly not entirely sure which is which because they come in similar packaging here. As you can see, one is a little bit bigger than the other. This one's lighter than this one. So this is probably the pin set, and this is probably like the posters or cards or whatever. We'll take a look at this first. So we'll go ahead and get the plastic off. Okay, so here we are, plastic is off. Again, that same amazing artwork and logo with the gold foil right there. Nothing special on the back, but you do have that gradient effect, which is another nice touch. And going ahead and taking this out, this is, I thought this was gonna be the cards, but I guess this is the pins, which is interesting. I'm surprised the pins are so much lighter than the actual cards. But yeah, here are the pins. I don't wanna really take them out, but we'll go ahead and zoom into them so we can get a better look at them. So you can see they all say Nintendo World Championships, and this one has an image of Mario, and then you have Link right over here. Then move into the middle, it's the Nintendo World Championship logo, Moving down to this one, you have Samus. And then this one, you have Donkey Kong. Now these are really cool, and they are a lot like clearer in person. I know they kind of look a little funky on camera because of the reflections from the gold and everything, but to the eye they actually look really, really good. And when the light hits it, you do get this nice like shiny reflectiveness to it because they're all done in gold trim all the way around. So it's a really, really nice touch. I'm not sure that I would ever, you know, wear these or put them on anything. They're probably going to be displayed just like this, you know, on a shelf somewhere. So that is really cool. Let's just go ahead and close that back up and move on to the final thing, which is going to be this. And I guess these are like the cards or whatever, so let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so last thing here, it's basically the same exact packaging that we got before, like literally just a different size. So, oh, actually, you know what, it's not the same. This doesn't have like a drop back over here. This opens, I'm gonna open it from the bottom just to carefully do this so I can repackage this nicely. Okay, so oh dang, okay, there was a lot more in here than I anticipated, which probably explains why it's so heavy. You get a decent amount of these like little poster cards, so let's just take a look at them one by one. So you have this image of Kirby right over here, and then, oh, that's nice. Oh, let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. That is really nice. You do get the box art for the game. Wow, I like that a lot. And then obviously you get like I don't want to call it a screenshot, but obviously it's just like, you know, in-game like graphic almost. Man, that's really, really cool. Okay, so moving on, you have Luigi right over here, and this is from Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. So again, just awesome with that artwork right there. And then we have Link from The Legend of Zelda 2 as we turn it over here. Wow, this is really cool. Man, I don't even know how I'm going to display all these. I might frame these. Man, I don't even know. I'm blown away. I am blown away. So here you go. You got Mario with the raccoon power-up right here from obviously Super Mario Brothers 3, one of the most iconic games of all time. And then we have the balloon fight characters here. Forgive me, I do not know their name. But flipping that over to balloon fight. Wow, and this is like a really high quality, like cardboard, like really thick postcard material. So I do like this a lot. You have the ice climbers right here, and then flipping that over to ice climber. Wow, this is awesome. I was not expecting this, you know, all of these cards. I thought like a couple cards, but this is a crazy amount of cards here. So you have this is from Excite Bike. You have the podium, first, second, third place, and then flipping it over, obviously Excite Bike. Programmable series. Interesting. So this says, oh, okay, so this says programmable series. This says action series, but I don't know if this was on the original box art. This is action series here. Maybe it was. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm not too familiar with the actual box art. Then you have Mario here picking up the turnip from Super Mario Brothers 2. So right there, really, really cool. You have Kid Icarus from Kid Icarus. See, this says Password Pack up here, Adventure Series, so I'm not entirely sure if like Password Pack and Adventure Series was on the original box art, but either way, still really cool to see. You have Donkey Kong upside down, basically like when you defeat him from the original Donkey Kong. Arcade Classic, Arcade Series, Nintendo Seal of Quality. Next up, Samus from Metroid. There you go. Another Password Pack Adventure Series. And then coming to the last couple over here, obviously Link from the original Legend of Zelda. There you go. And then last but not least, of course, probably the most iconic video game of all time, you have Mario here from the original Super Mario Brothers Action Series. Wow. Okay, so I was really blown away with these cards here. I did not expect them to be as awesome as they are, and I really need to find a way to display all of these because these are just amazing. Alright you guys, so there's my unboxing of the brand new Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe set. Now overall, this is such an amazing set, especially for the price. It's only $60. I think the game alone by itself is 30 bucks. So for an additional 30, you get this set of pins, you get this replica cartridge, you get the stand for it, obviously you get the nice box with the packaging, you get this fake Nintendo sleeve right here, and obviously all the different cards that come included. honestly, like, I think this is the way to go. I don't think $30 for the base game is really worth it, but $60 altogether for all of this, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And I'm not like a big, like, you know, sealed collector, but I kind of do want to pick another one of these up just to keep it sealed. Will I do that? I don't know, but man, this is just such an awesome set. Now, I know there was never officially like a Super Nintendo World Championships that I'm aware of, but if they could make a version of the Nintendo World Champion game that they created for the Switch with all these different challenges here and do a Super Nintendo version and give us the same kind of presentation, oh man, I would be all over that. And obviously, like, bring it to other, you know, systems as well, like the Nintendo 64, which for whatever reason I don't feel like they would do, but Super Nintendo, you never know. I feel like they may go that route. Maybe that's why that says NES edition, you know, right over here, or maybe that's just, you know, a coincidence that they're just branding it NES edition. But I don't know. Either way, I'm in love with this. I cannot wait to get this on display in the room. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say about it? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Those links in the description down below. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.